Well, g'day folks. It's the 12th today. I said it was the 12th yesterday, but it was the 11th. That was my mistake. So sorry about that if I misled you. Wow. Today, I was going to give it a miss again today, but I was going in the supermarket this morning. I had the nick out and I had to go and pay my phone bill, my mobile phone bill. And I thought, oh, I need some onions, so I ducked in the shop and got some onions. But while I was there, I saw these beautiful pork, I don't know what you call them really, these pork slices, I suppose. I'll give you a bit of a look at them. That's there. There's 8 of them, so I'm just drying them off now. They were a bit wet. They've been in the fridge. And I'm going to do pork schnitzels. So I'm getting the breadcrumbs ready. I've got 2 eggs. I've got some plain flour. And I've just put some salt and pepper in there, seasoned it. And here I've got panko breadcrumbs. And I've put some white pepper. I put some onion powder and I put some garlic powder. Now, I don't know whether you are familiar with this stuff. This is American stuff. Old Bay seasoning. It's good for all kinds of meats, fish, seafood, you know, you name it, it's not bad. I'm just going to put a bit of that in the breadcrumb mix. I need some more. It's bloody expensive, that stuff, because it's coming from America. So, here we go. I'll try not to get my arms in the way again. I'm going to bread these myself. Normally I've been getting the chicken schnitzels, but I wanted pork today. My son doesn't like, well, I won't say he doesn't like pork, he prefers chicken. Well, Sam, I'm pretty sure Sheep Unit would say the same thing. Tuskilovsky. It's pork. Pork schnitzels today, my old son. Now, what I'll do, I'm going to use a fork. You can get one. Yeah, we got it. I'm going to get rid of them there. I'm just going to move these over. I used to use plates to do it, and I thought, there's got to be a better way of breading. Because sometimes my steak and if whatever of my chicken are too big pieces for the plate, and they're overhanging and all you know what I'm saying. So, and I saw these in, and they've got lids. Comes with a lid. That's one thing when I did my fish the other day. I forgot to dip it in the flour, I think. I can't remember now, but I don't remember flouring it before I dipped it in the batter. That's what happens when you get older, you forget things. Anyone who thinks it's easy making videos for YouTube, think again. You've got that many things to think of, and you've got to think about what you're saying. Otherwise you start saying stupid things like I do, and I try not to, but it just comes out. It's natural. Right, now what's one? That's, oh well, that's in the right position now. We want get rid of this. I've been a bit messy again. All right, okay. Well, I was going to flatten these out, but as you can see, they're not very thick. I don't want to break them up, so I think we'll go with them as is. Anybody else out there make their own schnitzels? I've been buying them just as I say again. I've been buying them chicken schnitzels already done from the shop, and they're all right. They ain't good as these though. And I've been mainly doing it for time savers, because like I say in a lot of my videos, with what I do for looking after my wife, it's very time consuming, and wherever I can save a little bit of time I will. But there are times come where you've just got to bite the bullet and say, well, I'm going to make my own, and that's what I've done today. Nothing wrong with that. So we'll get 4 done, and then I'll do the other 4. That's where the fork comes in handy now. Struggling with blooming plates, and I don't know why I hadn't thought. Mind you, I've been doing this for 12 months now with these. I've had them a while, but I struggled a long time before I woke up to myself. And even if I wasn't worried about the time thing, it's very easy. There's no point in making life hard for yourself. We had a Prime Minister in Australia very early on, in Malcolm Fraser, and he said life wasn't meant to be easy. And my attitude to that was, he said it was meant to be bloody hard. And life certainly isn't easy these days. I don't know how some people survive. I'm retired now. I've done all my hard work over the years, and in the days gone by, it was quite easy to save for your retirement, and you could end up with a few bob in the bank. Whereas now, God, I'd hate to be a young one now trying to make ends meet, trying to get in on the housing market. When I was in England, I met my wife when I was 19. I'm probably going to ramble again, so don't worry. And I'd only known her about a month, and I said, I knew she was the one. I fell in love with her straight away, you know. And I don't mind admitting it. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I said to her, let's start saving up for a house. She said, what? I said, well, we seem to get on well together, and if we get married, we'll have a start, and I won't get married unless I've got my own house. I'll tell you now, I said to her. My mum and dad always had their own house, and I wanted mine. And I said, if we get married, we've got a deposit for a house, and if we split up, we split the money. We'll open a joint account, and we did that. I think we opened it Halifax Building Society. It took us 4 years, but the problem was, as house prices were rising and wages weren't, we got the deposit for the house. By the time we paid the deposit for the house, we had no furniture because we were flat broke. We just managed to get in, and we've had our own property and homes ever since. We came down to Sydney. I left my property up in Queensland for a while, and I rented it out for a short while, and I came down because my mum and dad needed help. My mum and dad were getting old, and they needed help, and I came down basically to help them, with the whole intention of going back, because I had a little strawberry farm up there on my 11 acres. So when it got time, Mum and Dad passed away. My son had got himself a job, a good job, in the bank. My daughter got married. He went to, her husband was in the Australian Navy. He served his time there, and they went to, when he did his basic training, they went to live in Nowra, which is 3 or 4 hour drive from here, which was great. And then all of a sudden, after a couple of years, they decided to move on and move down to Melbourne. He got offered a good job down there in Civvy Street, and it was really good pay, and he was a whiz kid with computers, and he got a company out of the red and put them back into the black. And then 12 months ago, he left his job, and they've gone to live back in Queensland. And now he's got a good job in Queensland, pretty high up in a company. So when it came time for me to make a decision to go back to Queensland myself, my daughter was in Victoria, my son had a good job in Sydney, and nobody wanted to go back. And then, like I say, my daughter got married, so she had no intention of going back with us. And I sold my property. So what we did, we set up down here, and I've been back a couple of times visiting a few of Beryl's relatives that still live up there, her nephew and her brother, and that's how I lived in New South Wales from 1973 to 1980 before I moved to Queensland. I got a bit of a workaholic, and to be honest, and I'm not proud of it, I was working that many hours. I had my own business, I was contracted, so even though it was my own business, I was responsible to another company of filling my part of the contract, and I became a bit of a workaholic, and I was earning very, very good money, and I mean about 6 times more than the average wage or more, and it was causing problems with my marriage. And the ultimatum was concentrate on my marriage or keep going with the business. So obviously I wasn't going to let that come between me and my girl. So I sold my business. And set up down here. Went to Queensland, sorry. I sold my business and I went to Queensland. And I started a business up there, and that got just as bad. Once I start something, I work my ass off to make it work. And but that was, I was in the salad belt of Queensland with my property. I had some great soil and that, so I was in a position where I wasn't working as long hours, although I did work hard and I did put a lot of hours in. I was working 2 jobs. I was working my strawberry farm. I was still doing my band work, and I was going on tour. And when my strawberries were, which were seasonal, I went working for the farmers up there, driving trucks, driving tractors, moving irrigation lines, harvesting their produce when necessary, delivering it all through Brisbane area. But it was still not as intense as it was when I was contracted to another company. But at the same time, I wasn't earning the same kind of money either. I did all right. I did great with my strawberries, and I've always done good with the band. And ever since I've been left school, I've always done 2 jobs. And I did, to get married and save up for the deposit for the house, I worked 3 jobs. So there we go, folks. Let's have a look. Enough of my rubbish. I'll just letting you know a little bit of my lifestyle. There they are, breaded. I'll put them back in the fridge now, put some cling wrap on. This stuff here we shall get rid of. Bit wasteful, but it's done its job. And I don't know what spuds to do. I don't know whether to do boiled potatoes, mashed potatoes, or roast potatoes. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that one. But these are the panko breadcrumbs I use. And if I get any other kind of breadcrumbs, I just toss them in, which I did, just to get rid of them. So there's no half-empty packets hanging around. Now I'll just let that absorb all the moisture from the egg. That can go in the dishwasher. That could go up there, wait for the other stuff. I'm going to do them on my griller outside. I'm going to do them on my flat top. I was going to do them in a pan, but it means I'm going to have to do them about 3 at a time. Bugger that. I'll do them all on the pan outside, and I'm going to do some cauliflower, carrots, cauliflower and broccoli tonight, and we'll see what happens with that. But I've just got to make my mind up with the spuds. I think I might do roast potatoes. I was going to do chips, but no, I'll do roast potatoes instead. I can put them in the air fryer. Makes the best roast potatoes, and you don't have to cook them in very deep fat. It's a couple of teaspoons or a couple of tablespoons of oil, and that's it. But I use duck fat or I use lard, so I don't use oil. I use proper fat, animal fat. So I'll bring you back then. Well, we've been on 20 minutes already. God, I never stop yapping, do I? My son, when he comes home from work, because I can't talk to Beryl, she doesn't talk back. I do talk to her, but I can't have a conversation with her. And when he comes home from work, I'm yap, 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 yap. Oh, drive me mad. And I understand it, and I feel so sorry for him, but I can't help it. Once I start yapping, because I don't have anyone to talk to. And I've got a cleaner coming in tomorrow. I yapped to her, and I wanted to do the cleaning, you know. I don't stop yapping. And now I've got a therapist coming in to see Beryl because she has trouble with her legs, so he's going to give her some exercises. And I'm the same with him. I never stop yapping. I'm sure I drive him around the bloody bend. Anyway, that's them done. Paid income. Oh, said it again. Sheep unit. I'm sorry, mate. Oh dear, I've got to stop saying that. It's just a habit. That's what we always say in Australia. Oh, everybody, it's catching. It's catching. It really is. You can't help it. Fair income. Oh, there we go again. Sorry about that. I'll see you in a bit. Okay folks, got the veggies on the go. With my pan with holes in it. A bit early yet. I want to cook these through a bit more before I put the schnitzels on, and the potatoes are almost ready. Should have put these on earlier, but I was busy with Beryl. Actually, what am I gonna do? Cauliflowers in half. See if we can get them to go a bit faster. I should have done that in the first place, but I've just had too much to do. They're all had issues today. Especially every time I start cooking, I cough it. Still, that's what I'm here for. And I gotta say to her, and I do, I'm just going to go in now and check the spuds and see how they're going. Then I'll come back out and put the schnitzels on. Well, the spuds are done. Just got these on now, just put them on, and we'll just give them a flip. Some of them need flipping, some of them don't. But I'm going to flip them all. Bugger it. It won't take much cooking. Flip them on out of the pan, see if we get them a bit quicker straight on the grill. Don't want to overcook the broccoli, that seems to cook really quickly. There for now. That's what we want, a bit of sizzle. That's getting it. Because there's so many, I'm doing it on here. I normally do these in a pan or in the air fryer. But Another experiment. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. But it's alright, it's coming good. Now it's coming on. These are done. Don't want to overcook them. Actually, they're looking bloody good. They're coming up better than I expected, to be honest. What do you think so far, folks? It's alright, isn't it? I'm like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Come on, you slippery little sucker. Ouch. Should have got my big tongs out, but I didn't. Got that one. Now we're getting there. Done. I think we're done. I think we're done here. Like a bit of char on them. That's what I was after. As long as they're not overly charred and burnt. Put lid on, oil. I'll just make sure that they're steamed inside and we've got the colour on them. How good's that? I love this flat top. God, I don't know, I would have had one years ago. I got it a week before Christmas, this one. I had the other one about a month, 2 months before Christmas. The one that I have inside. Well, there we go. Oh. 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 Clean that up after. Give it a wash. Oh, I don't need that. Right. Let's go. Hey Glenn. I'll bring you back in a bit. Well, there it is, folks. Let's give it a go. Give a bit of the schnitzel a go without anything on it. Where are we? Oh, there we go. That's it. These spuds weren't the best. Bloody Australia with their potatoes at the moment. Crap. They're not the right spuds for roasting, that's all I could get. Tastes alright, huh? Now, bit of carrot. Well cooked, very nice. Still got that little bite with them like I like. I didn't get any broccoli. They all got it. I got stuck with a cauliflower. I like cauliflower. I do. Honest. I did it in a cheese sauce. And I did some gravy. Some beef gravy. That's the spuds. Right. That's better. I like these carrots. Oh well. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I think it's alright. That is quite nice. I'm glad I did that cheese sauce. Busy boy today. When I said before about saving up to buy a house, and I had 3 jobs, I forgot to mention my wife had 2 jobs too, and it still took us 4 years. But we never looked back. We got on the ladder. Right, that's it. That's your lot. Excuse me talking with my mouth full. I don't normally do that, but I want to get sat down. And when you're videoing, it would take forever. I don't think you want it to take forever. Okay folks, enjoy the video. Give us a like. Get that algorithm going and get it out. Share the video with your mates, your friends, your family, whoever. No restrictions on mine. Keep your comments coming. I've had some lovely comments. I had a lovely comment from Sarge today and Tracy and Sheep Unit. The consistent and that's really good. And I try and do the right thing by them. I have a lot of trouble trying to make time looking at their videos, but I do get to it, but it's a slow process. I've got loads more to look at. I got this tandoori one that Tracy did I want to have a look at, because I thought you had to have a special oven, for a tandoor oven, so, but she says she uses it on a grill. Oh, I'm all ears. Okay guys, the most important bit, subscribe to my channel. I need 3 more to get 500, so come on, help me out. Third income, it's taken forever. There I go again. Third income, yeah. Cheers guys. Alright, I'll catch you in the next one. I don't know when that's going to be, because I didn't know I was going to do this one tonight. It's just that I was doing my own schnitzel and I wanted to show you how I do them, you know. And that meat, and the breadcrumbs have come out really tasty, really nice. I'm glad I didn't cook them anymore. That's perfect, perfect. Catch you in the next one guys, take care. Keep your chin up, keep smiling, keep cooking, keep liking, keep subscribing. Get up, go on, up it, scram. You've been on long enough. Ta-ra. Ta-ra.